At Richmond High, I would definitely say a majority of our students are digital outsiders. Although most of them possess a cell phone and are very good at using it, they don't necessarily have the skills to log on to a computer, type a Microsoft Word document. A few of my students even think double space means hitting the space bar twice. I think that we have a long way to go in terms of getting our students ready to succeed in a career college arena, which requires the use of technology. To learn more about the role of technology in our schools, I've interviewed a few of my colleagues as well as students about technology in our classrooms.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Kikolo, and I am a freshman geometry teacher at Richmond High School. So at our school site, Richmond High, we don't have a ton of technology, just a document camera and a projector, but I find it really useful in that I can model for students. So there's a lot more visuals for them. A lot of students maybe not won't be able to learn orally as well as they can learn visually. So it helps me project models for them. It also increases the efficiency in the classroom. I can teach a lot faster because the document's right in front of them. They can all see it clearly. Another way that we've implemented technology is computer labs. I can take my kids there and use this program, IXL.com. And what it is, it's a collaborative effort where all these Common Core questions are there, and my kids can differentiate, use different questions, practice different questions based on what level they're at. The only computer access the majority of my kids have is through their cell phone if they connect to Wi-Fi, and so they're not going to get a bunch of computer skills from a cell phone. It's not the same as being able to turn on a computer to manipulate Microsoft Word or Excel. So no, most of them do not have computer access.
Hi, my name is Mark Labaco, and I'm district math coach at West Contra Costa Unified for Richmond High School and Kennedy High School. Technology in the sense of using a document camera and an LCD projector, it certainly is just like the old overhead projector technology. It works great for teachers and for students. Things are can be very clear and a lot easier actually to use the latest technology compared to an overhead projector. So that's really a useful tool. As far as other means of technology, depends on the classroom, it depends on the course, depends on the subject matter, but things like graphing calculators through mathematics can be useful for covering certain concepts. As far as daily usage, it becomes a little more of a challenge. Granted, students don't necessarily have access to computers every single day in class, and whether a teacher would know what to do with a computer on a daily basis is really a big question. I know a lot of the latest thing with online learning and whatnot. We're seeing varying results based on online learning currently. And ultimately what it comes down to is great teaching every day by an effective teacher who has all the necessary skills and pedagogy.
My name is Adrian Navarro. I'm a senior at Richmond High School.
All right, Adrian.
In this school, we've definitely used computers a lot, like to type essays or some student surveys for teachers. And for some classes, they have like a little control to play Jeopardy. I don't know. That's just a teacher or the school.
So, do you have access to a computer and internet at home?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Cool. Are there any things you think of that some schools might have regarding technology and maybe we don't?
Yeah, most definitely. Some schools have iPads and iPods and stuff, but like that we don't. And it probably will help us out more interactive stuff.
So do you think if every student had an iPad in class that they could be completing work on, that would improve student learning?
Most likely, yeah.
Or do you think students would be going on other things?
Well, if that's restrictions, then yeah, it will help out. But if it's just like free and open, they're just going on social media.
Cell phones are the big distraction. It would be great if students didn't have access to that technology because I think it takes their minds out of the classroom and they're definitely not as present.
I would say that the current usage of student cell phones over the course of the past handful of years become much more of a challenge for teachers to manage. It's just one extra thing that we have to deal with as teachers.
And would you say having a cell phone maybe available to you in the classroom is helpful or kind of distracting?
Both, because it could throw you off, but if you had a question about something and the teacher was busy,
it could help.
I'm Honesty Wilson, and I teach ninth grade special ed at Richmond
Would
High.
you say that our students have the experience with technology and the skill level to use it in a workplace or in college?
Um, Gosh, I'd say maybe only 30% of our kids do. It's definitely, especially with the freshmen, I've noticed a steep learning curve of learning how to log onto a computer, how to find a website, and even the basics of typing and using Microsoft Word and other forms of document analysis has been really difficult. And they don't learn the proper grammar and how to, write appropriately when they do get onto a computer, and they just use texting language for everything.
After interviewing my colleagues and students at Richmond High, I realized that students have very different levels of understanding of technology and skills when it comes to using technology. One thing that's a common thread throughout all the interviews, as well as the student interviews, is that students are very great at using their cell phones. They're very familiar with the language that comes with social media, and that's something that they enjoy doing. Although many teachers see it as a distraction, I have found a way to incorporate cell phone usage into students' homework by having them hashtag vocabulary words that we've learned in class and post a picture on Instagram that relates to that vocabulary word. Although I don't think technology in the classroom is necessary in order to provide a good learning experience, I do think there are ways that we can incorporate technology in the classroom to enhance student learning, as well as prepare them for their future. Many jobs require the knowledge of Microsoft Word. Many colleges require the use of Excel. So I definitely think we need to figure out a way to prepare our kids for the future using the limited technology access we have in our schools.